Hello lovelies and welcome to the doll room, or welcome back if you are returning. Now my name is Candy and here in the doll room I talk all things dolls and doll collecting. Today I want to share some June thrifting hauls or charity shop hauls if you live in England like I do, that will just blow your mind. Now I vowed that I was going to be buying no more dolls for now, no more charity shop visits. Instead, what I spent most of June doing is decluttering the house, and I did an amazing job. I will pat my own back for that. So across the month of June, I probably filled my 7-seater car up to the brim once, and then another small trip. So I've decluttered quite a lot. The house looks totally different and feels brilliant, easier to keep clean as well. So I have been to the charity shops twice, dropping off loads and loads and loads of stuff. And while I was dropping that stuff off, well, it would be rude not to check the toy shelves. So there is two little tiny shelves in the one charity shop I go to. The other charity shop I visit had like a row of boxes, and that's it. So it's not a vast, huge charity shop I was checking, just two little charity shops. So that sets the scene in my month of no buy. Did I find anything? Did I break my own rules? Oh boy, yes. So on the first trip, where I emptied a 7-seater car full of stuff, I went and checked the doll shelf, which is a tiny little section of the shop. Absolutely nothing there. And I said as I left the shop, just in case, to the guy behind the desk, "You haven't got any like Barbie dolls or anything out the back, have you?" "Oh yes," he said, "we've just had somebody drop a bag off, but they're not out yet. I know where they are. I'll go and get them." So into the back storeroom he went, and he came back out with a shopping bag full of dolls, dumped them in front of me and said, "Have a look, see if there's anything you want." You wait till I show you what was in there. For this whole lot, when I picked out what I wanted, I took what I wanted to the desk and he said £10 for the lot. So this haul cost me £10. Are you ready? So the first thing that I spotted in the bag actually made me gasp out loud. So this was the very first thing I spotted. Don't forget, the whole lot was £10. And if you know your Barbies, you will know exactly what I found here. So this is an Annalise, Princess Annalise from the Princess and the Pauper film. She is the singing Annalise. She also has the wire that would connect her to the Erica doll, and they would both sing the duet together. Unfortunately, I got her home, changed the batteries, and she doesn't sing anymore, which is a massive shame. But what she does have is her crown still. She has her jewellery still. She's got the original dress on. Now these dolls go for such a lot of money, and I've looked so many times online at possibly buying one of these dolls and never been able to afford it. So to open up the bag and to see, I saw this top of the dress and knew immediately what it was. Wasn't sure whether it would be on the original doll. As I pulled her out the bag and realised it was, I could not believe my eyes. I've seen these going on eBay here in the UK for like £60 up to like £300. So that was such a bargain, but it doesn't stop there, because also in the bag there was a second Annalise. Now she does have a little bit of pen on her face. She's got the necklace. She's got nothing else. This was a spare dress that was in the bag that I also bought. So I've put her in that just to save her modesty. Again, I tried changing the batteries in this one, thinking perhaps this one sings, and she doesn't sing either. But even so, two Annalise Barbies in the bag. I could not believe my eyes. That's the start of the bag. The next thing I spotted in a kind of hand knitted get up is a Mycene doll. So she is a Madison doll. So I think whenever I find a Mycene doll, it's always like such a treat. All of my Mycene dolls have been secondhand, some free as well. All of them super cheap, but she was such an amazing find. So I googled her face. So she's got this gorgeous face. She's also got the clue of this silver bracelet on, and I found out that she is a sporty Madison. She is this doll here for Adidas, and yeah, so she's not in her original outfit, but I do know who she is, and I just think that is such a find to add into two Annalise dolls. And still we continue, because in the bag, naked, was this Barbie. So if you don't like doll nudity, do look away. So I just thought that her face was really beautiful, really interesting. She's still got her earrings, she's still got the choker, and I just thought her face was gorgeous. So I came home and I image searched her face, and don't you know it, but she is this Barbie. This is another movie Barbie. She is the Barbie from the Magic of Pegasus movie, which is another favourite Barbie movie of mine. And when I looked closer and saw the dress, I realised I've actually got that dress. I don't know where I got it from, but I do have her original outfit, so I can dress her, and I've also now then got her almost complete. So two Annalise, a Mycene and a Magic of Pegasus Barbie to complete a dress. I didn't even know what the dress came from. So brilliant. Then also in there was a 1999 Flower Fun Barbie. Now she would normally here have had like a sort of flower badge, but I can easily sew like another flower bead on there. Yeah, and I'm not sure whether she's had a haircut. She may possibly have had a haircut. Let's take this hair down and have a look. Perhaps not. Perhaps she had shorter hair. But yeah, Flower Fun Barbie in the original dress needs a bit of work, but it's from the 90s, which is one of my favourite eras. It's the era that I started collecting in as an adult doll collector, and I just couldn't leave her there. She was just part of my era, and she wanted to come home. Then also from the 90s, a little bit earlier in the 90s now, 1994, there was the soft-bodied Slumber Party Barbie. So this was a Barbie that came with a completely soft body and soft legs. The only bit of her body that is hard plastic are the very ends of her arms, and of course her head. So in 1994, Slumber Party Barbie, I was so excited. I've always wanted one of these soft-bodied dolls, and there she is. So she was in there as well, and look at all this crimped hair. That is just so 90s. It just takes me right back. Then staying in the 90s, even earlier, this is a 1992 Barbie. Now the clue was the jewellery and the pants on underneath, and can you see there is glitter on the legs? You can see she's got like bikini bottoms on. She hasn't got the bikini top, but from the bikini bottoms and the necklace and the fact she's got glitter on, I tracked this one down as a 1992 glitter beach Barbie, which came with a little pot of glitter that you could smear on the doll, which I think obviously had been done for this one. But I love her heavy blue makeup. It's kind of like a deep blue and a pearlized blue. I love the 90s Barbies that come with that sort of makeup face. She's also got like a separate top as well, so if I ever find the top to this bikini, I've also got some vintage Barbie clothes that I can reuse. So 1992 beach Barbie, glitter beach. It was just, this is like the type of haul that you dream of. But we still haven't finished there, because also within that £10 bag there were a couple of boy dolls. So this is a modern fashionista doll. Very, very handsome. This is a fashionista Ken. I need to get some boy clothes. Of course, he can't stay like this on the shelf. The Barbies would have none of that. So I was really pleased to pick up another boy doll. And then I think he's 92 again. But this is Splash and Colour Ken. Now there's something weird going on with his head. I think I need to slightly boil his head to be able to push it back down again. He's got his original shorts. Those are the shorts that he originally came dressed in. That is an Action Man top, I'm pretty certain of, that's been put on him. So I might take the top off and put that on another one of my boy dolls. Perhaps he might get this top. His nose is a little bit squished and nibbled, but that's fine. For an early 90s Ken, I was more than happy with that in the original short. Then also within the £10 bag, I also added this. Now this was separate. This wasn't in the bag of dolls he brought out. This was on the shelf. So it is a beautiful ornate, kind of like there's jugs. It's made out of ceramics. There is like, look at that teapot, absolutely gorgeous. So I think it's like a teapot and jug set. So look, it comes with its very own lid. I just think that's gorgeous. There are a couple of these that look like urns. They could be sugar pots, I suppose. This, which has a lid, which is slightly smaller. That looks like a milk jug. And then there is like a little mini plate, and then a big ornate plate that they all sit on. I just thought that was such a lovely ornate set for the doll's house, so I couldn't leave that behind. So that got totted up within this £10 bundle. Also on the shelf there was another fakey unicorn for my garden collection wall, so that was a good find. I got a couple of these superhero figures. Now I already picked up from one visit to the charity shop the Poison Ivy figure that goes with this set, and then I picked up the Supergirl and she's the Bumblebee character. I'm getting a nice little collection of the superhero characters now. And then lastly I got a slightly more modern Barbie. I just thought she was brilliant. So she's a lot more modern. When I googled her, she does come with like a wand that you kind of fit onto here, so you're holding it with a wand, and then what you do, you press her foot down and she spins, but you can see you need to not be holding her for her to spin, and as she spins her leg flies out, so you can see it would be much easier if I had a wand. But I just thought she was lovely. I do have some ballerina Barbies up on the top shelf behind me, and I thought she would fit right in with those. So that's a slightly more modern Barbie. So that's it, guys. The modern day Barbie, 2 Kens, 2 little superhero figures, stuff for the doll's house, and then a load of vintage Barbies, my scene, and 2 of these dolls. Just unbelievable. What a score for £10. So I came out of the shop absolutely beaming from ear to ear. I think there's just something so lovely when you're doll collecting on a really tight budget, which really at the moment is non-existent for me. Just to be able to walk in the shop and come away with a full bag of treasures for £10, it just gives you faith that you can do this by saving dolls and cleaning them up, and I'm really looking forward to cleaning those up, dressing them in the right clothes, finding that original dress for the doll from the Magic of Pegasus movie. I can't wait to find. I can't find where I put the dress, but I know I've got it somewhere. But that's not it, because later on in the month I also did a second charity shop run with another car full of stuff, like 2 or 3 trips to and from the car. While I was in there again, I had a little look at just their tiny little toy shelf, and I came out with some more goodies. So this is trip 2 and bag number 2. So you can see I got another carrier bag full of goodies. So none of these I've looked up to see what they are, but of course this is Monster High, a boy doll. I haven't got a boy doll. He looks like he's G1. He was £2. He comes with his original shorts. I just thought he was fabulous. I am really excited to get a Monster High boy doll. So £2, that was the first find. I found a Bratz. I've never ever found a Bratz in the charity shops before, ever. I never see them, and there she was. So I have no idea who she is. I am not at all well versed in Bratz. The only Bratz that I've got is my hoverboard Chloe, who I got secondhand on eBay, not in a charity shop. Like I say, I never see them in charity shops. Then probably one of the dolls that I was most excited that was sitting on the shelf, now they charged me £2 for her, is an OMG. Look at her. She's still got the shoes on. I love OMG dolls. I wish that I'd have been collecting when they first came out. I have a very small collection on the shelf behind me, all found secondhand. This is another secondhand girl to add to the collection. I just love the shape of OMG dolls. Look at the shape of her. Look at the hair as well. Absolutely fabulous. There's something about the character and the colours and the joy of OMG dolls that just makes my artist soul so very happy. So I just jumped up and down with glee when I saw her on the shelf. And talking about beautiful colours, another fakie for my garden wall. Look at the colours in this. Look, it's got blue and purple against the pink. Absolutely gorgeous. This was just 10p. Absolute steal. So look, there's 2 of them now to add to the garden wall, which I love. And I am going to be taking you out when it decides to stop raining to show you the collectible garden wall as well. I found a Little Miss Sunshine purse for my daughter, my eldest daughter Tilly. She loves Mr. Men and Little Miss, so that was brilliant. And then another fantastic Barbie find. I found an astronaut Barbie, complete with the helmet. I think she's had a haircut, but I don't mind. I actually think the short hair probably suits her. In fact, that might not even be a haircut. She might have come with short hair. She's flat-footed, but I thought it was brilliant that she still had the helmet. I am so excited to get a space Barbie. So, yeah, she was £1. Now, this doll was also £1. Show yourself. And she sings. So we've got a singing Elsa, and because I've started putting some of my Elsa dolls, that you can see one in there, out on display, I think if you've got a collector's gene, the minute you start washing and displaying more than one of anything, that's it, you've started a collection. So when I saw her, saw that she was a singing one, saw that she had movable knees, I just thought, yeah, she's coming home with me. She does have slightly chewed hands, she does have tangled hair at the minute, but do you know what, all of that can be sorted, and I just think she's beautiful. She's got the darker lip, and she was £1, so she's joining the Elsa collection. Also for £1 I found this girl. Now I think she is she a Harlequin doll? I think she is. I don't know whether she's had a haircut, and she's got rotten written on the side of her face, which I think a kid has done. She's got no trousers, but she does have the shoes, and she does have the top, and I just thought she was so fantastically funky. She says £2 on her, but when I took her to the till and she saw that this one was only £1, she let me have this one for £1 as well. So yep, loved her. And still we've got more for £2. There was a bag of mini ponies. Now I'm not sure what's in here, I haven't looked yet. Don't know whether they're all fakies or whether they are real. And they are real. So I just don't know, guys, with ponies. I don't know what I'm looking at. Don't even know the names of them. I've got some Equestria girl dolls who I love. I quite like the fact that I don't know the names of them, because then I can give them characters of my own. Yeah, these are all real. Look, these are fabulous little mini ones. I love those. Oh wow, look at the colours of these. So this whole bag was £2. I thought actually seeing these through the plastic that they looked real. So we've got we've got 4 of these really dinky little ones. There's another one. One that's slightly bigger. Oh, with no tail. Never mind. We've got another bigger one with wings and hair. Absolutely fabulous. And if you wonder how I can tell whether they're fakies or not, it's on their foot. So if it's original, it'll say My Little Pony on there, whereas these type, they just say Made in China. So that's how you can tell the difference, and that's as much as I know about My Little Pony. I don't know any more than that, but I do love looking at them. I love the colours of them. Like I say, some of the fakies go outside. I might have to find some space for these. I'm only going to buy them as and when I find them secondhand though, because I do not want my collecting gene to take over my entire house. I was amazed that I'd found nothing mermaidy, because if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that since I made the mermaid shelf, mermaids have been coming to me left, right and centre. And then I turned around and on a different shelf I found this figurine. Now this is plastic. I think it almost looks like a bath toy, but not. But I just could not leave her there. Of all the characters that I want on my mermaid shelf, she was one of them. And then further down the shelf I found another 3 of the characters. There is something about this sort of chunky plastic that is just so nostalgic to me of childhood and just so wonderful. I squealed with joy. I know they're not dolls as such. I know they're more like childhood figurines, but there was something about them. Now these are Disney, they've got Disney printed on the bottom of them, but whether they're real or not, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. I just love them. So they're going to go on the mermaid shelf somewhere. And those were all 10 pence each. Then separate in a box I found another My Little Pony, and that is an original, so that was 10 pence. I found a couple of plates, tin plates for the doll's house. Those were 10 pence each. And a little Snow White figure which Tilly wanted, and that was 10 pence too. So that's it, guys. That is my epic 2 trips to the charity shops whilst decluttering my house. Yes, more dolls, more toys, more stuff for the doll room, but all of them so exciting to find. The vintage Barbies, OMGs, Bratz, Disney movie dolls, My Little Ponies, Monster High. Oh my gosh, just so much stuff. I just felt so lucky to just find that at the right time. So guys, I just couldn't wait to share those with you. I hope you enjoyed watching the latest charity shop haul in the doll room, and I'll see you next time. Bye.